What do you usually do when you have some kind of medical procedure? Doctors just can't really help you, and you just can't resolve your problem. That's right, you're trying to actually go and get advice from the entity that made this medical procedure approved, right? So the first thing that I have done, I submitted the TGA report. And this is what I have written. Good evening. On 29th of August 2021, I was shot with my first dose of Pfizer at the Sydney Airport Centre and still suffering from side effects which affect my everyday life. Visited ER, general practitioners, will visit cardiologist next week. However, not getting many answers and really worried about my second dose, which is scheduled for the end of October. At that time, I still had the second dose scheduled. I'm male 26 and never had any previous health issues of this scale. Please consider my report. I'm really looking forward to understanding what to do next. I'm open for interviews and further assessments. So, and this is where I attach my report with everything that happened. Basically the same story that you have heard about. So the time has actually passed. I was really expecting to get some reply, but I didn't really get absolutely any response. And on 5th of October, I just decided to follow back. And on 5th of October, I sent just this message: good morning, any update on my request? Some of my side effects are still present after 5 weeks post-shot, and doctors are confused. Where can I get more information about support of cases like that? And this is where I got the response. So thanks a lot, TGA, at least for responding on the messages pretty fast when you make the request. And this is the message that I received. Please discuss your symptoms and healthcare with your GP. The TGA is not able to provide you with the clinical advice. So at this point, I started really to question the situation. Like again, I'm a software engineer. I try to make things a bit logical, and so the thing is getting approved by the TGA, right? But then if something happens, like it happened in my case, the entity that approved the medical procedure doesn't really help you if something goes wrong. So, and then I have to go to GP, etc. And this is never ending loop. So at this point I was of course frustrated because I was expecting to get some answers, but I was just kind of pushed back for my GP. And well, of course, this is where I started to go through all of the tests, etc. And this is where I sent another message, just recent one, 16th of February. I just really wanted to follow up with some strong argument. So, good evening. I've been non-stop suffering from muscle twitching on my legs for over half a year now after my single Pfizer shot. You recommended to see a doctor. I've seen a lot of general practitioners and specialists who cannot find the problem. My blood tests and nerve tests are clear, while doctors see my leg muscles twitch, and I have numerous videos of this happening non-stop every day. I have other people in the same situation here in Australia and overseas, such as United States, Canada, and across the Europe. Please advise what to do next. We are very exhausted. I'm a 26-year-old without any prior medical conditions, and one shot basically changed my life. Literally nobody can help. If TGA approved this injection for citizens, please help your citizens with the ongoing side effects and take responsibility. Also, I would like to have public data related to neurological side effects for collective report. Please advise where to find it. Looking forward for your reply. Best regards, Nick. So this one I got a response, now not in the form of the document, but the official response from the assistant director on the adverse events medicine defects section. And well, I mean, it was kind of expected, but the main focus was on my last question, just to get information about the database. So this is the response. Dear Nick, we are sorry to hear of the health issues you have experienced and appreciate you taking the time to write to the TGA. And basically that's it. So, and then they just send me to the database of adverse effects. So this point I really don't like, to be honest, because again, well, just say if I just didn't put the question about the database, I think I don't think I would. I mean, maybe I would get a reply, but it would be exactly the same. So it's a bit confusing, right? Because you're expecting the entity that approves the medicine to help you in the end, but it looks like until the numbers are super alarming in the reporting tool, they won't even touch this case. And considering that I'm always saying to my audience, please, please, please report if something goes wrong, well, the numbers I think are just going to stay low and they will not even touch these cases at all forever. So that's why we are kind of stuck. And yeah, this point kind of a bit frustrating for me. So yeah, this was basically my brief experience with the TGA. So again, it looks like this entity approves, but if something goes wrong, they refer you straight away for the GP, but then GP don't know how to deal with this because everything is too new and you're just left suffering. I think this is how it is for now. Yeah, I would really love to get a bit deeper response from the TGA, at least if they have some kind of plan management, because I'm sorry to say it, but at this stage, GPs majority, they can't really help. So that's why, so I would really looking forward for the situation to improve, but at least, yeah, that's the current story. So if you have, yeah, I'm just looking at, I'm quite curious to see what's the situation with wires and other systems. Maybe the wires advises what to do. I don't know, leave a comment below. I would like to see what's the situation out there. Yeah, thank you.